Today, I want to share with you the incredible story of a man who transformed his pain into power, his struggles into strength, and his darkest nights into the brightest mornings. I am talking about none other than David Goggins, a man often called the toughest man alive. But let me tell you, Goggins was not born tough. He wasn't born a Navy SEAL. He wasn't born a world record holder. He wasn't born a motivational machine. He was born broken, beaten, and doubted. David's early life was filled with abuse, racism, and poverty. He grew up in a violent household where fear was his daily reality. He was beaten by his father, bullied at school, and labeled as someone who would never amount to anything. He struggled academically, and because of learning disabilities, people called him dumb. On top of that, he was overweight, insecure, and full of self-doubt. Most people would let that define them forever. Most people would accept defeat. But Goggins didn't. At one point in his life, David weighed almost 300 pounds. He was spraying cockroaches for a living, working a dead-end job, depressed and with no future. But one night, he looked in the mirror and asked himself a brutal question. Who am I? Is this the man I want to be for the rest of my life? That night, he made a choice to face the pain, a choice to fight the weakness, a choice to embrace suffering and turn it into fuel. David set his eyes on becoming a Navy SEAL, one of the hardest training programs in the world. But here's the catch. He was overweight, unfit, and had only 3 months to lose more than 100 pounds. Most people would quit before even trying. But David Goggins trained like a man possessed. He ran on broken legs, trained through pain, and pushed himself past every possible limit. And finally, after multiple failures, after 3 hell weeks, after countless setbacks, he became a United States Navy SEAL, not just a SEAL. Later, he also trained as an Army Ranger and an Air Force tactical air controller. He became a man who redefined the word impossible. But Goggins didn't stop there. He went on to run ultra-marathons, sometimes over 100 miles in a single day, often without proper preparation, bleeding feet, broken bones, and exhausted muscles. Why? Because he believes when your mind tells you you're done, you're only at 40% of your true capacity. Think about that. When you're tired, when you're ready to quit, when you think you have nothing left, you still have 60% more inside you. That's the Goggins mindset. David teaches us about something called the accountability mirror. Every day, he would stand in front of the mirror and face the brutal truth about himself. No lies, no excuses, just honesty. He would write notes on the mirror, telling himself exactly what he needed to change. And slowly, piece by piece, he built himself into a warrior, not just physically, but mentally. David Goggins' life is not just about running crazy distances or becoming a Navy SEAL. His life is a message that your past does not define you, your excuses don't build your future, and comfort will never make you strong. If a broken, abused, overweight kid can rise and become one of the toughest men on earth, what's stopping you? David Goggins has a mantra: stay hard. It means stay disciplined when life gets easy. Stay focused when distractions surround you. Stay tough when the world tries to break you. Because pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. So, the next time you feel like giving up, remember David Goggins. Remember the boy who was beaten, broken, overweight, and doubted, who became a man who inspired millions, pushed the limits of human endurance, and proved that the human spirit is unbreakable. Ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with these words. Don't run from suffering. Don't fear pain. Don't hide from challenges. Embrace them, because inside the pain lies your true power. Like David Goggins says, be uncommon among the uncommon. So get up, face the mirror, face your excuses, and push beyond the 40%. Your greatness is waiting. Stay hard.
I walked in the recruiter's office and he looked at me and he said, "You're fat and you're black." I was not always this strong guy, you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today. I'd like to thank my mom up here who never picked me up, who never picked me up when I fell. Another Medal of Honor winner. I went through Hell Week with all these guys, real heroes. I am not a hero. I served with real heroes. And from there, I went on to raise over $2 million for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation.